Gonzalez. Let's talk about the Corona real estate market and how to prepare your home for a photographer. Welcome to the Power is Now TV. Hello, and my name is Jenny Gonzalez with Keller Williams Corona. My license number is 01249788. My cell phone number is 951-316-0374. I've been licensed since 1998. My website is also jennygsaleshomes.com. Go ahead and go on and register and see what it's all about. I'm very excited today to be hosting today's show on the Power is Now TV. Thank you so much for joining me today. You can see today's episode, past episodes, and future episodes on the Power is Now TV app on your phone, devices, and even your TV. Download our app and like us on Facebook and YouTube. Today's show is being sponsored by Eric Fraser at First Bank. We have an exciting show for you today. First, I'm going to share some market data on what's happening in Corona. Then we're going to hop into my new listing to talk to the photographer on how to prepare your home for photography when you are ready to sell. Then we have Golden State Finance Authority today, and we will be talking about down payment assistance and what has changed in programs. Then I will have a couple of tips for sellers. That's our show lineup. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to dive into the market.
The Power is Now magazines are the leading resource for real estate agents, mortgage bankers, entrepreneurs, and small home ownership businesses, providing leaders with business strategy information, resources, and tools through PIN, Real Estate, Programming Guide magazines. Stay up to the minute with real estate news and information from industry experts. Subscription is free. Sign up today. thepowerisnow.com. thepowerisnow.com.
So let's get right to the numbers in Corona. So it has been absolutely nuts for the last 3 years, right? And now it's absolutely nuts again. As you know, we had a shift and everybody's trying to adjust to it with all the rates going up and some of the prices going down or balancing out, as we may say. So if you want to take at these numbers, if you look, 787 is our median list price, which is actually up a little bit from our last update. Our per square feet is going down to 358. We were up at 364 last month on the per square foot. Days on market, we're 42 to 56 days on market. I want to average that out. We're pretty much seeing 60 days on market right now, unless you have the perfect home at the perfect price in the perfect location, and everybody wants it. We also want to talk about price decreases. We're still seeing half the inventory this last week had price decreases. Only 5 had price increases and only 6 relisted. But the good part is we're back up to over 300 listings in Corona. That's 304 listings. The median rent, though, has gone substantially up to about $3,500 a month for rent. You can find a house or a condo or something in Corona or around our area for that. I also want to talk about the market action. In the beginning of COVID, we were pretty much at this graph right here. We were at 98, 99. It was a seller's market, and we just been watching it slowly go to a balanced market and slowly into a buyer's market. So I want to talk to you about that. We're going to continue to see this, and I don't want it to scare anybody. I think the buyers should be happy and the sellers should be happy, because right now we still have the highest prices of homes that we've ever seen. So you're still going to get all of the equity of your home. And the buyers also have the advantage because there's not so much inventory and things have slowed down with the interest rates. So those that actually are interested are really serious buyers. So if you list your house, they will be serious buyers out there. Now I want to talk about this graph. It goes back to 2019 and look at today. So, you know, that we've had our ups and downs. We're the dotted mark here and ups and downs. But if you look, we're just slowly going down now. So back in July, we were at 829 or 830 on average price. And now we're at 789. Now, this is actually some really good news for buyers. Now we're back down. Last week when I looked, we were at 645 on a first time buyer home, the 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Now we're back down to 630, which is really good. I would like it to be under 600, which I believe we will have probably into next year. But that is really, really good. And then 700,000 for an 1900 square foot home, and about 850 for a 2,500 square foot home. And that, as you can see, the days on market go from 42 to 56. So, if you're wanting to sell your property, you need to list it now, because it is going to take some time to sell that property. Don't let anybody tell you they can sell it in a couple of days, because they cannot predict that in this market. So what do you think about the market update? That was pretty good, right? So I want to take another quick commercial break. And when we come back, I want to talk about photography for your listing.
Is the American dream still possible? Many people are concerned that it is not. Some people think that you have to have perfect credit to get financial assistance to qualify for a home mortgage. Some even think that home ownership is just not possible. Their life circumstances have impacted their credit and income, and they have given up. The Golden State Finance Authority is here for you. Over the last 29 years, we have helped 83,400 Californians and counting. Let us help you. We have 2 programs for the down payment and closing costs that can make your dreams of home ownership come true. The Golden State Finance Authority Open Doors Program and Platinum Program. You can receive up to 7% in down payment and closing cost assistance to purchase a home. The down payment and closing cost assistance may be a 0 interest rate loan, completely forgiven over a 3-year period, or qualify as a gift on day 1. It just depends on the program and your needs. And you do not have to be a first-time home buyer. Do you own a home now? You may also be able to retain your current home as a rental and buy a new home using down payment and closing cost assistance. Is your credit score low? Needing perfect credit is also not a requirement. Your middle FICO score can be as low as 620 for conventional loans and 660 for government loans. You can purchase a single-family home or even a 2, 3, or 4-unit residence and become a homeowner and generate income on the property too. But you must occupy the property. Low to moderate income home buyers can also apply. Need more income to qualify? Our programs also allow co-signers and co-borrowers to help you qualify for the mortgage. Best of all, you can become a homeowner now instead of later, because the Golden State Finance Authority will provide the money for the down payment. Your opportunity to buy is now. Find the Golden State Finance Authority at gsfahome.org or call 855-740-8422 and get started today. That's gsfahome.org or call 855-740-8422.
And we're back. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Homebuyers Town Hall Corona on the Powers Now TV. My name is Jenny Gonzalez. Please go to thepowersnow.com and check out our TV shows, magazines, podcasts, and special events. Powers Now is a great resource for anyone looking to buy or sell real estate. So now we're going to jump in to my new listing in Corona and talk to Oscar. Let's go. Hi everyone, this is Jenny Gonzalez with Keller Williams Corona. I'm here with Oscar.
Hi everyone.
And we're here today to do video and photos at my new listing on Bighorn.
That's right.
And Oscar here has awesome video and pictures. Can you give your information, Oscar?
Yeah, we're here at this beautiful listing in Corona. It's an amazing house, by the way. Photos are gonna look nice. So we have this, great services, Matterport drone, videos, whatever you need to help you sell your home. We got it. You guys can reach out to me at 951-286-7839 or just go to my website, goodstorycompany.com, and we'll be able to take care of you.
So I have a question for you. So what is the most important thing when it comes to preparing for a home for your photos?
Making sure that everything looks as neat as possible. If you have any cords on the counters, those have to go. The fans need to be off. There's a lot of things that we gotta do in order to get the great photos for the listing, but it's just mainly keeping the house as neat as possible, because future buyers will look at how the previous owner arranged everything. And if you have a lot of clutter, sometimes it's hard for them to envision themselves in a home where it's just a mess. So you want to make sure everything's nice and neat, nice and clean, and you're ready to go.
So what about lighting? Now, lighting is one of the most important things in taping, right?
Yeah, so lighting is going to be very important. You got to make sure, once again, all your lights are on. If you have any lights above your dining table, make sure those are on. If you have any lamps in your bedrooms, make sure those are on as well. If you have curtains, if they're white curtains, you can close those curtains, because that allows natural light from outside come through the curtains, and it softens the light, so everything looks nice and dreamy rather than ugly, harsh lighting. You know what I mean? So if you have white curtains, definitely bring those down. It'll help the room look better.
So what is your last tip and like the most important thing you think is when it comes to not necessarily staging or lighting or anything else? What is the most important thing you think for real estate agents to do with regards to their listings for marketing with all these things that you can do?
Definitely try to go above and beyond on showing your clients that you're doing everything you can to sell their home. I think that's just the goal for every listing. You can buy Facebook ads, you can buy Instagram ads, you can do quick videos with your phone showcasing like the selling points of the home. In this case, we have a balcony upstairs, and I think it's just amazing, so we gotta make sure we highlight those things. You know what I mean? Also, there's one thing else that you can do. You can make brochures, you can make flyers and just hand those out. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things in regards to marketing, but make sure that distribution has to be on point. You have to do everything you can to make sure a lot of eyes see the listing.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much, Oscar. Can you
No
please
problem.
give your information again?
Once again, if you guys want me to take care of you, and definitely I will. I try my best. You can contact me at 951-286-7839. I'll be happy to help.
Thank you, Oscar.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Oscar. That was so much fun, and thank you for all the great information. We are going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about down payment assistance with Golden State Finance Authority. You are watching the Homebuyers Town Hall Corona on the Powers Now TV. We will be right back.
Thank you. Thank you for your service and commitment to our community. Now let us help you. The Golden State Finance Authority is here for you with payment and closing cost assistance to purchase a home. And best of all, the money is a gift. It never has to be repaid. If you work in education, law enforcement, fire protection, medical, or healthcare, the Golden State Finance Authority can help you achieve the dream of home ownership. Are you working behind the scenes? We got you! Custodians, receptionists, dispatchers, drivers, administrators, or support staff. You too can qualify for down payment and closing cost assistance on the purchase of a home. Over the last 29 years, we have helped over 83,400 Californians to purchase homes. We have provided over $634 million in down payment and closing cost assistance. Let us help you! With Golden State Finance Authority's Platinum Program, you can receive up to 5% in down payment and closing cost assistance to purchase your home. You do not have to be a first-time homebuyer. Is your credit score less than perfect? Needing exceptional credit is not a requirement. Your middle FICO score can be as low as 620 for conventional loans and 640 for government loans. Best of all, you can become a homeowner now instead of later because the Platinum Program will provide the money for the down payment. Your opportunity to buy is now. Find the Golden State Finance Authority at gsfahome.org or call 855-740-8422 and get started today. That's gsfahome.org or call 855-740-8422.
And we're back for those of you just joining us. Welcome to the Homebuyers Town Hall Corona. My name is Jenny Gonzalez, please go to thepowersnow.com and check out our real estate magazine, HUD Home magazine, real estate magazines. There's a lot of deals for sale by our VIP agents. Today we have Golden State Finance Authority to talk about down payment assistance. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. Megan Harris with Golden State Finance Authority. I'm so excited to present some options for you for down payment and closing cost assistance with our organization. So let's get started. Imagine what down payment assistance and closing cost assistance can do for you on your next transaction. Golden State Finance Authority is a housing finance agency that provides down payment and closing cost assistance to home buyers in California. We've been established since 1993, and our overall mission is to provide affordable access to home ownership. To date, we've helped almost 85,000 families with well over $500 million in down payment assistance, and we do that by enhancing traditional mortgages with down payment and closing cost assistance. The overall priority for Golden State Finance Authority is to make sure your access to homeownership is affordable, and qualifying for our programs is easier than you might think. First and foremost, there's no first-time homebuyer requirement. So whether you're an existing homeowner or you've owned a home in the past or somewhere in between, our programs could still be a great fit for you. In terms of credit, a lot of people have questions as to whether or not their credit is good enough for down payment assistance or for home ownership. Believe it or not, you do not have to have perfect credit in order to become a homeowner and receive assistance from this program. Our minimum credit score is 620. The debt to income ratio can go all the way up to 50% on some of our options, which is excellent for those of you who may have some expenses that are in transition. The debt to income ratio is the metrics the lender uses to determine your ability to repay. So the more flexible that ratio is, the more options you have for home loans and assistance. There's a number of options that we provide under our programs. The maximum assistance provided is up to 7% of your total first mortgage loan amount. And there's a lot of versatility with the funds we provide and the assistance, as you can combine it with your own funds or gift from a family member, if you have a lender credit or seller credit, etc. There's a lot of ways you can maximize the assistance to your benefit to leverage yourself in a pretty beneficial situation. We also have the program available throughout the entire state of California. And the way the program is structured, it's streamlined into the mortgage loan. So there's no additional process or applications or classes that you have to take in order to use the program. So we wanted to provide some examples to show you how the assistance translates to dollars and cents. So taking an example of a $670,000 purchase price, your assistance from our program will be based on your loan amount. So if you're using FHA financing, for example, the maximum loan to value you would have would be 96.5%. So that would give you a loan amount that would max out at about $658,000. You'll receive assistance based on this figure here. And per this example, we're providing 5% in assistance, which actually works out to $32,926. That's 5% of the loan amount you see here. When you have a down payment required, you will need assistance to not only cover your down payment, but you'll also be able to leverage some of the assistance for your closing cost. As you can see here, the down payment required here is $23,474. That's 3.5% on an FHA loan. And us providing you $32,926 is more than enough to cover that amount. And again, leaves you with some extra funds left over for closing costs. So let's talk about the general guidelines for the program. When it comes to eligible properties, it does have to be an owner-occupied property, which means you live in the property as your primary residence. You can finance a property of up to 1 to 4 units. So that gives you flexibility there. We can also finance townhomes and condos. Keep in mind, this is for primary residence only. So if you have an investment home or a vacation home, that property would not be eligible for assistance. You can use the assistance anywhere in the state of California, so you're not limited to certain areas or counties. And there's a lot of flexibility with respect to how you can apply the assistance towards your transaction, whether it's for down payment, the closing costs associated with getting the home loan done, or even paying down the balance on your first mortgage. So again, keep in mind the flexibility is there so you can make the most of the assistance. In terms of the type of loans that are available under the program, they're all 30-year fixed rate mortgages. The government loan options are FHA, VA, and USDA, in which you can do a purchase transaction only. And then we also have conventional loan options under Freddie Mac Home Possible HFA Advantage. That's where you can do a purchase or a refinance if you're an existing homeowner. The maximum loan amount will be $647,200, and there is no max purchase price. So keep in mind, even though we have a max loan limit, you don't have to worry about the cost of your property, provided you're able to make up the difference. When it comes to income limits, this is one of the most common questions we get. Do I qualify? Do I make too much money? Do I make enough money? So you'll be surprised to know that GSFA has very flexible income limits. With FHA and VA loans, there's actually no income limit at all. And if you're using a USDA loan, USDA tends to be very income sensitive. And so we defer to USDA to determine the income limit on those loans. So you'll want to consult your loan officer as to what the income limit is on a USDA loan. For conventional loans, we do have income limits, and they are previewed on the website. We have very flexible income limits. They're usually set at around 180% of the area median income. And a lot of people are thinking for assistance, they have to be at a low income threshold, and that's just not the case. Although we do have options for people that are at or below 80% AMI that do provide a little bit more affordability as well as flexibility and options. But to give you an idea of the income limits, in Shasta County, for example, on a conventional loan, the income limit is $182,880. So that's almost $200,000 a year. If we look at Santa Clara County, the income limit is $299,880. So the idea here is inclusivity and making sure everyone who needs access to down payment and closing cost assistance can get it. So I want to introduce our GSFA Platinum program. This is one of our flagship down payment assistance programs that provides assistance to home buyers in California. The maximum assistance available under Platinum is 5.5% of the total first mortgage loan amount. The minimum credit score for Platinum is 640. The maximum debt to income ratio is 45% if your credit score is below 680, and it goes up to 50% if your credit score is 680 or higher. If you're using a VA or USDA loan, you can expect your debt to income ratio to be maxed at 45%. With the GSFA Platinum, there are actually 3 options available. So we have Platinum Standard, which is available for all borrowers in California. That's where the assistance is available up to 5%, and it's provided as a 15-year amortizing second mortgage with a note rate 2% above the note rate on the first mortgage. So this is an option that will provide you assistance in the form of a second mortgage that you will have a small monthly payment on. Then we have the Platinum Select program. The Platinum Select program provides the assistance in part as a second mortgage that amortizes, meaning you will have monthly payments, but then there's an additional gift available of up to 1.5% that will not be repayable. So in other words, the gift portion of assistance you would receive from Platinum Select would be immediately forgiven and you never have to pay that portion back. Under Platinum Select, you would only make payments on the 3.5% amortizing second mortgage you would have. And then finally, we have Platinum Assist to Own, which is available to member counties of GSFA. So this is a product that is targeted towards rural counties in California. And the assistance under Assist to Own is provided as a 5.5%. It goes up to 5.5% rather. And the base level of assistance is a 3.5% deferred second mortgage. So with a deferred second mortgage, there's actually no payments. And there's also no interest on this. So instead of making a monthly payment as you would on Platinum Select or Standard, there wouldn't be a monthly payment. You would simply pay off that 3.5% second mortgage whenever you sell the property, refinance the mortgage, or in 30 years if you stay in the same loan the whole time. In addition to that 3.5% deferred second mortgage, there's an additional gift available of up to 2%. So that gift portion of the assistance, as we discussed before, never has to be repaid. Now, really quickly, I just want to touch back on Select. It is available for certain occupations and loan types. So if you are in healthcare or a firefighter, EMT, police officer, any kind of first responder position, or if you work in education, there are options for you under Platinum Select. That's where your eligibility would be. Also, if you're using USDA financing or an FHA energy efficient mortgage, you would also qualify for Platinum Select automatically, regardless of occupation. And I also want to reiterate on our Assist to Own product, you do have to be a county employee of a GSFA member county. That's the basis of eligibility for that option. Our next program is GSFA Open Doors. This product offers the highest level of assistance available from GSFA. That's where the assistance is available up to 7% of your total first loan amount. So GSFA Open Doors is actually structured a little bit different than Platinum. So if we take a look, half of the assistance in a 7% example would be a gift, and the other half would be the deferred second mortgage. So again, that deferred second mortgage is a lien on the property that doesn't have any interest or payments. You would simply pay it off whenever you refinance or sell your property, or in 30 years when your mortgage matures, whichever comes first. The minimum credit score for Open Doors is 620. So again, that flexibility there for those of us with challenged credit. And then we also have options for conventional loans. If your credit score is 680 or higher, you will be able to use a conventional loan if your income is over 80% of the area median income. For FHA and VA loans, the minimum credit score is 620. And for USDA loans, the minimum credit score is 640. The maximum debt to income ratio on Open Doors is 55% for government borrowers. And for conventional borrowers, it's going to be based on the underwriting approval. So make sure you're in contact with your loan professional for those details. So here's what you can expect when you get assistance from Golden State Finance Authority. First and foremost, you're going to connect with one of our participating lenders. You will get pre-qualified. The loan officer will make sure you meet the FICO, debt to income, and income ratio requirements. They'll also verify your employment if you have an employment incentive through one of our options. You'll want to make sure that you are in constant contact with your loan officer for details on your specific scenarios. That's your interest rate, your loan amount, and all the other pertinent figures and details related to your transaction. We do have over 200 participating lenders to choose from on our website, so there's lots of options there. And then we have our escrow. The entire transaction is streamlined into a single close. So what that means is there's no external process, there's no extra applications or any direct involvement with Golden State. You will work only with your loan officer from the inception of your application all the way through close of escrow. Because the program is streamlined with the traditional mortgage process, there won't be any extra time added or any hassle. So this will make sure your lender will be able to close the loan on time. And you don't have to take our word for it. We have a series on our YouTube channel called Journey to Homeownership, which chronicles the experiences that many clients have had using the GSFA programs. And you can get a firsthand account of how it worked out for other people. California is not an inexpensive place to live. And a lot of counties and municipalities have higher cost areas here. And so that's where you can make the most of down payment assistance to your benefit. So I encourage you to check out these videos so you have an opportunity to gain some insight into how this program could work for you too. So whether you're in the market to buy now or later, The timing in which you decide to pull the trigger on buying a home or refinancing is entirely up to you. But there are some factors you want to consider in your contemplation process. As home prices continue to rise, interest rates continue to rise, rents continue to rise, inflation is on the rise. We've also got a home inventory shortage there. And so these are some of the variables you want to keep in mind when you're considering whether or not now is the time. So we have an example here, okay, based on our $670,000 property that we talked about earlier. The down payment required on that property is $32,926. I'm sorry, $24,000, right? But in order to save enough money for that down payment, you would have to wait 9 years if you're saving about $300 a month, okay? So that could easily translate to missed opportunities. A lot can happen in 9 years. We've seen what's happened in 2 years, right? Just between 2020 and 2022, the vast fluctuation in market and pricing and home inventories, et cetera. On top of that, you would also have to contend with the possibility of losing $300,000 in equity. This is the opportunity cost. This is the equity that would have been built in that time frame. So keep that in mind as you're weighing out your options. If you're already paying a rent that is equal to a mortgage and the only thing that's standing between you and home ownership is down payment and closing costs, now could absolutely be the right time with the GSFA down payment assistance programs. So how do you get started? Your next step is to reach out to one of our participating lenders. Eric Frazier is an experienced professional with First Bank that has a lot of insight and experience when it comes to GSFA programs. So we absolutely encourage you to work with him or any of our other participating lenders. The timing in which to buy a home is a very personal decision, and I've been there myself, so I definitely understand those challenges. But GSFA is here to assist you with those challenges, especially if it's down payment. Down payment and closing costs continues to be the #1 reason why more people aren't homeowners. If that's your pain point, Golden State Finance Authorities could be the solution. So we wish you the best of luck on your journey to homeownership, and we hope this information was helpful to you today. Take care.
Thank you so much for the updated programs information. That was very enlightening. So now we're going to take one more commercial break, and when we come back, I have a few tips for some home sellers.
It's the American dream to buy your own home, to build your own financial security, to call a place your own. Discover how easy it is to qualify for down payment assistance with Golden State Finance Authority. You don't have to have perfect credit or be a first-time home buyer. Find out if down payment assistance will help you purchase a home in California. Call 855-740-8422 or visit gsfahome.org. Make your dream a reality.
And we're back. So for those of you just joining us, welcome to the Homebuyers Town Hall Corona. My name is Jenny Gonzalez. Please go to thepowersnow.com and check out our Realtor Homebuyer seminars coming soon online. Register today to get your seat. I promise you will not be disappointed. These homebuyer seminars and home seller seminars are absolutely phenomenal. So I want to talk about points for home buyers and home sellers. I want to talk about 3 things that will help you through your transaction. Number 1, be patient. Number 2, be reasonable. And 3, use a professional that will be open and honest with you. And let me add a 4th one. Be honest and open with your realtor as well. So I want to thank you for attending my show on the Powers Now TV. I hope the information today was beneficial to you. If I could be of any assistance to you for buying or selling a home, please contact me. My number is 951-316-0374. My name is Jenny Gonzalez with Keller Williams Corona. My license number is 01249788. I've been licensed since 1998. And you can find me at jennygsaleshomes.com. And remember, the power is now to buy or sell real estate.
The Power is Now Media is worldwide with growing audience of future home buyers, investors, builders, developers, real estate agents, and brokers. The Power is Now Media is well positioned to increase awareness and produce results for our growing roster of advertising partners. An advertisement on any of our platforms is the right step toward reaching and communicating key brand messages to a targeted network of individuals, families, and communities interested in housing. Our content areas include feature stories and profiles on successful real estate agents, business owners, government, and community leaders. The Power is Now magazines are the leading resource for real estate agents, mortgage bankers, entrepreneurs, and small home ownership businesses, providing leaders with business strategy information, resources, and tools through PIN, Real Estate, and Programming Guide magazines. Stay up to the minute with real estate and mortgage news and information from industry experts. VIP agents are able to feature listings each week. The Power is Now TV radio podcast features weekly shows that include Homebuyers Town Hall, Real Estate Roundtable, VIP Agent Spotlight, and so much more. Each week, VIP agents have opportunities to be featured guests on the shows. VIP agents can discuss and showcase houses, neighborhoods, and provide brief introduction. The interviews are unlimited 10 to 15 minutes on each current listing. This product alone separates you from your competition. The Power is Now delivers to you market update interview to promote listing weekly, promotional biographical video, co-host a bi-monthly Homebuyers Town Hall show, featured subject matter expert on Real Estate Roundtable show. The Power is Now Program Guide e-magazine. The Power is Now National e-magazine. Article writing and blogging. Social media content customization. Inclusion and press releases. Graphic design services. Business and performance coaching. Technology support. Referrals. Lead generation opportunities and management support.